Welcome back to another very serious episode of the Careful Boys. We have a featured Careful girl here. Let's give it up for Colleen again.
It's serious, very serious.
That sounds kind of like a B-girl name. Oh, yeah. What? Careful Boys and the Careful Girls.
Is that a good B-boy? Is it good?
Is it good?
I love it.
He loves it?
I think it's great.
That means I don't.
Is that potential?
It's already met its potential.
All right, so
Just
we're
by
gonna
existing.
have a serious moment. We're gonna have a serious conversation right now because we don't talk about this kind of stuff a lot, but we want to ask and check in on how you guys are all doing.
Why are you so mad already?
I just threw my head out.
Let's talk about it.
Serious question.
Start with you, man. Serious.
We haven't asked how you're doing. We always talk about
How
other
are you,
people and other people's shit.
Let's minimize the bits. Let's maximize the feelings.
We're maximizing the feelings.
Yeah.
We're cranking all the way up.
Yep. How are you feeling?
And no bullshit, we're friends here.
I honestly feel very happy.
Really?
I'm excited. I feel.
Stop fronting.
No, I'm serious. I feel like very happy. I feel like I'm in a good place in life right now. I feel like I'm very busy with work. And
What's
that's
going
awesome.
good? What's going good for you in life?
Everything.
What are the like if you got a couple of like buckets or whatever, which one's getting filled up pretty good?
My work bucket's getting filled.
Okay.
Busy, loving work. My relationships with my friends, I feel is great, and my wife. Everything's good. And then that's it. Everything's great. I have nothing to complain about right now.
Yeah, nothing to complain about.
In 2 months, the Rose Parade's coming.
Don't talk to me in 2 months, dude.
Okay.
In 2 months, I'm gonna be fucking pissed about the Rose Parade. But no, I
Did
feel
you
great.
recently turn 30?
I did turn 30, yeah.
And then so how did that feel? Like, is there any
It didn't
like?
really feel different, honestly. I didn't really feel different. I felt the same. I felt like I was kind of expecting, Well, I'll say this: since the pandemic, this has been the first time where I feel like normal again. I feel like kind of back to normal because so much of my life before the pandemic was all in the gym and I was working all the time to completely fucking nothing during the pandemic. And then now I feel like I'm back to kind of like my old routine and working again, so I feel very excited about that.
But the only difference is you have like 11,000 more followers on IG now.
Yeah, that's cool. That's really cool.
You're a real one, dude.
No, I appreciate it's cool. That's a cool thing, but it's yeah, I'm just happy to be working again. That's it.
I'm
Honestly.
losing followers.
But you also gain a bunch too.
Really?
But you're also toxic.
Yeah, you're also a toxic.
That's what they call me?
Yeah.
toxic
That's what kids call you, yeah.
The kids.
Why do you think people want to follow you?
Is it Gio?
Maybe I'm boring. I don't know.
Like all this guy does is do squats every day.
Oh, yeah, he loves his kid, yeah.
Yeah, dude. All this guy does is show his fat tits all the time. Oh, that's all it is,
I know it's not about you right now, but the amount of work and time you put into your IG stories, I'm like, dude, if you just did that to your feed, you'd probably be way more famous. But other than that, like, back to Nick.
You don't think Bart's not famous? Bart's famous.
No, Bart's more famous than all of us combined, minus most of us.
It's blatant.
Minus most of us.
Yeah. But that's dope. That's dope to hear that you're in a good spot.
Thank you. I appreciate
I like that, dude.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Can I give you a hug?
Yeah, you can give me. Okay.
I'm happy for you.
I appreciate you guys. I'm very thankful for all
Yo,
you
give you a
guys.
hug, you fucking
Friend.
I didn't hear that.
But how do you feel?
I heard friend. And
Fine, I heard
friend. And I heard it dubbed, actually, which is weird.
Yeah.
I'm thankful for all you guys as well.
It was weird.
Weird.
And Ryan said, he's like, how am I going to bleep that out of the social media later?
Like I said, dubbed.
Like,
I heard it
that's
was
not
dubbed.
going on TikTok.
Speaking of Ryan, how are you, Ryan?
Damn it, dude.
I think I'm okay. I thought about it recently, and I think for a while I started to feel a little bit sad that like I think when you get to your late 30s, get ready for this. you really start to notice that you just look a lot different to yourself in the mirror faster. So like between 30 and 35, I think that's kind of like a nice age to be, but once you're like 36 to 39, within those 3 years, your reflection changes a ton. Like you just go, oh, that's me now, okay.
Is it because you look further away from like 25 or something?
You know what it is? It's half you're aging quicker and half you don't look in the mirror as often. You just don't check yourself out as much. And then so when you do, it's like
Speak
the
for
increments. The increments are just like larger. You know, like when you don't see someone for a long time and you grew so much. It's like the opposite of that. You just go, oh wow, that's what you look like now, you piece of shit. But it's like, but then I started to realize it's fine. Like I realized that the age I'm at now is, it's the age my dad was once I gained sentience of life. Like when I was like 4 and I realized who my dad was and what my life was, my dad was this age. Whoa. And it trips me out. And I'm like, wow, okay. I think that's pretty cool.
Interesting perspective.
Yeah, because to me, I think at that age my dad was in, he looked like a dad. Like he looked
like older, or grown man, or whatever.
And I'm like, oh, that's cool that I don't specifically. I feel younger.
Yeah.
Like I don't feel old, but for my age, I'm like I should. When I look at all my friends that I grew up with, I'm like they look like, they're my supervisors at work or some shit.
Yeah. They look like how you thought your dad.
They look like how I thought I should look like.
Let's be
So I'm okay with
stereotypical though. Dancers are in a different boat, right? Like not only you drinking the fucking fountain of youth every day, but just culturally, it's you're just constantly hip and forward thinking. And am I speaking about myself? Maybe.
I like that he's like, I just can't help it.
Am I
Constantly hip.
Am I projecting my own future insecurities? I don't know.
Yeah,
Am I projecting my insecurities, looking for companionship, and then hearing the void? Yeah, perhaps.
Perhaps.
More than likely.
It's nice to rather than be, I'm constantly hip versus having constant hip problems.
Do you do these
later
check-ins with yourself pretty regularly?
What's that?
Do you do these check-ins with yourself?
I didn't used to. I think that's what's different is that like I never thought about it. It's very autonomous because like I've been used to looking pretty young in my mid-30s. Like I was so used to people always going like, oh wow, you're 30, oh you're 31, you're 30, and it just kept going. And I think now it's like, oh you're 39, I thought you were 33. Like it's something that's not that far off.
You
And I'm
look like you're 28.
Yeah, I would still guess you're 28.
Thank you, but it's not as important to me anymore. It used to be where I was like, I felt like, oh shit, the day that I look my age, I'm gonna be really sad. I braced myself, and I got there, and I'm like, it's cool.
Because it is part of your identity, right? As far as like everyone always telling you, like, oh, you look so young.
Speaking of part of your identity, though, from far away, from not being as close to Ryan like a long time ago, his hair was a part of his identity.
Yeah.
Like the whole Ryan anime thing, and having like fucking like Final Fantasy style hair, and being able to have it be immaculate every fucking day.
Yeah, super OCD about it. Yeah.
Your hair still is immaculate. You sometimes you come in here.
I mean, I'm just happy to have hair, bro. Like that's it. I'm just grateful.
Hey, fuck you, motherfucker. Piece of shit, motherfucker. Piece of shit.
Oh my God, Steve hates Ryan. Oh my God.
Yeah, Steve really hates Ryan.
Is your insecurity speaking out and filling a void?
No, I'll get it. It's like, maybe if it was like 20 years ago and you can't do shit about it, I plan on getting that thing where they take hair from the back of here and they put it up here, like fine. But you kind of have to, believe it or not, I have more hair up here than like I want right now. I want Mother Nature to take effect because it like I want to be able to do it quicker. But they want you to have most of the damage done already, so that once you do it, it's like set, and then you can just fucking attack.
So you're in like your own self-described limbo.
Exactly. Yeah. It's annoying because I've been using like this like regenerative hair stuff, product stuff for years, and it's actually like worked pretty well. It's not great because like especially under these fucking lights, like you know what I mean. You just are able to see like more of like what's going on.
Hey, don't hold back, dude. Don't hold back.
I don't give a fuck, honestly.
Damn, let's go, baby. That's some dome.
Yeah, it's like it's like oh whatever, you know. You can kind of see what's going on with it, right? But like. I kind of gotta wait because unfortunately I just still have too much of it in the front. So yeah, I gotta kind of.
It's coming, baby.
It's coming. It's coming.
You're like close to like an old martial arts kung fu master. You just shave your front half and braid the rest.
Yeah, dude.
I'll get there. I'll get there.
Iron Monkey.
But,
Iron Monkey.
it's gonna take time. So yeah, but it's just like a waiting game with that. And then as far as other shit though, I think my grandma's about to go, so that sucks. Just found out about that. I mean, she's 94, right? But one of the funniest things that happens with that, especially that age, you tell someone your grandma's about to go. How old is she? 94? Oh yeah, okay. It's still your grandma, dude. It's like fucking.
We're like, well, she deserves it.
Well,
really.
that should have happened a long time ago.
I think it's past due.
She's lucky. Yeah, it's like that.
But like she's reached a point where like so my mom like takes care of her and stuff. I've talked about this before, but like my grandma now starts to call my mom mommy. So she's kind of like
yeah.
Usually she's been a tough bird like forever, and like she's had her mental facilities and all that kind of stuff. But now it's kind of going pretty quickly, so it's not looking great. So it's kind of one of those things, dude. Many people go through way worse stuff, right? I can't believe I've had my grandma this long. Yeah. Like I never even knew my other grandma, the green grandma. I never knew her. So having my grandma is unbelievable. But yeah, it's just a bummer. Yeah. But I'm very thankful. My mom survived breast cancer last year. Very happy about that. And then again, this is the comedian side of me. Like I have to basically apologize for like it's like, I know that I'm bleeding on you guys, but I promise you, it's all good. But like, it just sucks, right? It just sucks.
This episode is brought to you by DraftKings. NBA fans, the wait is over. Basketball is back, so tip off the season with DraftKings Sportsbook, an official sports betting partner of the NBA. New customers can make any $5 NBA moneyline bet and get $200 in free bets if your team wins. Check this out. In addition to the usual bets, everyone can boost their winnings up to 100% with DraftKings Stepped Up Same Game Parlays. Go to DraftKings Sportsbook app, opt in, and place a Stepped Up Same Game Parlay today with payouts bigger than ever. DraftKings Sportsbook is where I go to bet on the NBA. Well, I'm excited to see the Lakers, even though I moved to Vegas. My heart is here with LA, of course. So I'm excited to see what how the Lakers do. I've also seen in some of the preseason that the Warriors are going crazy, so they're also my Cali peeps. So got a rep for my Cali, Lakers, and Warriors. Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app now. Use promo code OFFTHERECORD. Make any $5 bet this week and get $200 in free bets if your team wins. Only at DraftKings Sportsbook with promo code OFFTHERECORD. Minimum age and eligibility restrictions apply. See show notes for details.
So
For sure.
yeah,
For sure.
it's weird. I just found out about this like 72 hours ago.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, so it is what it is, mate.
Part of it.
Yeah, it's part of it.
Have you had other family members pass away because of old age?
I had my uncle who died of AIDS to talk about a bunch. Do a lot of bits about that. Had my
That's always in your type 5.
yeah, my grandfather went like 5 years ago. But that, not really. We've been lucky. So it's just.
Were you close to your grandma? Or are you close to your grandma? Sorry.
Yeah, I love my grandma. Love her. She's such a tough chick, man. And, like, I always like to tell the story because, like, everyone likes to talk about people who were World War II, like went through the Great Depression and stuff. And people always talk about women of that era and how, like, subjugated they were by their men or whatever. Fucking my grandma would not take shit from anybody, dude. Like, ever. So like, one of my favorite stories is my grandma, she was, she heard my grandpa, like, fucking around in the bedroom, and she's like, "What the hell you doing in there, Dick?" And, like, he's like, "Goddamn son of a bitch," or whatever, and she, like, goes in there, and this drawer, he's trying to, like, pull this drawer out, but it's, like, stuck. And he can't fucking pull it out. And she like comes up to him. And my grandma told my mother, she's like, if a man ever puts hands on you, ever one time, like puts hands on you, you fucking leave, right? So my grandpa's pulling this shelf and my grandma comes up behind him like, "What's going on, Dick?" And he finally like, it comes out and he like elbows her. And then she immediately turns around, goes to the closet, takes out a suitcase, puts it on the bed, and she's like fucking starting loading clothes in there. And he's like, "Frida, what the fuck is going on?" And she's like, "No, my mother said you put fucking hands on me. I swear to God." He's like, "Frida, I didn't even fucking know you were there. What the hell?" She's like, yeah, you fucking elbowed me. I can't believe this shit."
That's awesome.
Right? Isn't that wild?
What the fuck?
A great woman, honestly.
So how do you rectify it?
I rectify what? That?
Yeah,
oh,
the
he was just
situation.
explained like this drawer was
It
fucked
was just a
up.
mistake, yeah.
Yeah, but she doesn't know because he's just gesturing over here,
Right.
and she's just hearing he's angry already. So then all she knows is she comes up behind him and he fucking like hit her with his elbow. She doesn't know.
It's just a collateral damage.
But yeah, but then she's laughing, telling us that story, right? So like it's great, but yeah, it's just one of those things where I'm very glad that I had a strong woman raise my mother, who was the strongest fucking woman, and yeah, I feel lucky that, especially because like growing up, I had my mother and I had my really hot sister.
Good lord.
To look up to.
Just strong women near you, huh?
Yeah, a lot of strong women around me at all times, so I just feel very
A
lucky.
lot of 10s.
A lot of tens.
Yeah,
Well, thank you for sharing.
yeah, of course. But I'm good otherwise. Oh, coming out of the pandemic though, man, gotta say I miss people a lot. Glad that I had this room. Honestly, this room was a saving grace for me for sure, because like all you boys, because like pandemic is hard for like social people, like fucking it's hard. But yeah, it is what it is. I know people had it way worse, so again, there you go. Me apologizing for feeling.
For feeling.
Apologizing for feelings. Yeah, you can't have any fun.
How are you?
How are you, Khalid?
How are you?
I would say the short answer is overall good. I don't have anything immediate to complain about. There are things
Make
I
something
want
up.
more of. What?
Make something up.
Make something up?
Make something up to complain about.
Make anything up. But I will say this, I do feel stagnant creatively. I feel stagnant in some of my relationships in my life. So I'm seeking just different perspectives and different ways of experiencing life.
So ayahuasca.
Absolutely.
Oh yeah, you're interested in that?
Maybe one day.
What about some mushrooms?
I've done it.
Have you done ayahuasca, Bert?
No.
We should
But
do
it
JK
just
mushrooms.
sounds like those are the key words at those ayahuasca retreats.
Oh, stagnation.
Yeah, you feel stagnant or you want to better your relationship, come here and trip balls for 5 days.
Come here and trip balls.
I think there needs to be a little more intention behind it.
Shit pants.
That's a good place to start.
Yeah, that's pretty interesting.
Yeah, just trying to meet new people who have maybe different lives than or different experiences than I do, right? Because you typically surround yourself with people who do similar things that you do, so it tends to get stagnant. The conversations tend to get stagnant, or the experiences do. So,
Sounds like you need new friends. Huh?
yeah, I do.
Yeah, dude. That's why you're hanging with us, huh?
Absolutely.
A little bit.
I do.
You're welcome here whenever Joe's gone. Everything else you gotta ask these guys. I don't make those calls.
Sure, we don't know. We get our pay cut. How are you, buddy?
Yeah. Anthony.
Oh man. You know what's interesting? I think as like a more grown adult now, obviously overall things are pretty good. Now let's get past that. I think as an adult now, like for example, back in 2008, during like the last kind of like recession and like things were tough, like I just graduated college, I had this veil over my eyes, you know, and about like, fuck, everything is possible. So you don't really focus on like any of that stuff. You're not like mature enough, you're not experienced enough, you're not like working with like larger assets. Like everything that you have is very like, you know, small-minded. I feel now is one of my first times truly understanding, especially as an adult, like the impacts of things like a recession. So things are definitely more complicated. We joke around about things like pay cuts here, but like, you know, this is one of the things. All of us do things outside of here, and they're like, you know, put enough things that add up from like indirectly or directly from the recession, and you're recognizing over time, you're like, oh, things are tougher now. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm still happy. Yeah. You know what I mean? I'm still like very thankful, gratuitous, all those reasons why you keep yourself going in the day and shit like that, trying to stay motivated and disciplined. But overall, you realize, you know, like gigs fall through more, work opportunities aren't showing up, you know what I mean? Negotiations don't fly as well, or you have less negotiating power for different things. So it's just a more, you know, volatile, you know, there's less secure. Before you might put together like a plan for your business that you can see anywhere from 6 to 12 to like 2 years out, you know what I mean? 3-year game plan. Nowadays, like, you know, realistically and still randomly feeling comfortable about it, maybe it's an LA thing, but like I feel like my schedule, I can't see past 3 months.
It could change anytime or whatever.
Yeah, which is a little bit of maybe it's a new normalcy that I feel a weird comfort with it, or maybe I know other people in my own industry or circles are feeling the same thing. So in that same way, like, oh, I'm sorry, I'm sure people have it worse. So you just don't complain anymore.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
Seriously,
saying?
yeah.
But like I'm now definitely starting, like, as we keep rolling into like, you know, interest rates, inflation, you know, recession conversations, things that we even bring up here at the news table. Those are things that affect us like on our daily life, even to a smaller, even to like gas prices, right? But when it kind of slowly starts affecting everything, and again, from a business point of view, we're definitely affected. You know what I mean? I can't not acknowledge that it's a more stressful time.
Are you scared about it?
No, I mean, I'm fine. I think if our parents have endured worse, I feel like we're gonna be fine, right? Like, I didn't immigrate here from a war. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel no matter what, I can't fucking complain, in a good way.
Yeah.
Right? So, like, I feel like no matter what, we'll make it through. I don't know what the outcome of it is, but like those, at once, maybe when I was younger, a little bit more naive, but a little bit more like optimistic about things. I feel like a lot of those visions and dreams have rationalized a bit, and sometimes some of that childlike wonder being gone is a bad thing.
Yeah.
Sometimes I think it's healthy and realistic, but I feel like I'm in that phase of life right now. Things are hardening. Things are starting to like really kind of confirm and validate themselves as like the realism of the world and stuff. I'm not becoming more cynical, but I'm becoming more realistic about certain things and trying to readjust my dreams according to what's reachable. Yeah. So yeah, kind of a interesting time.
So well spoken you are, Anthony.
It's very articulate, huh?
Very articulate. Yeah. So that wraps it up. We did everybody. Did we miss anybody?
I don't think so.
Unless somebody lied. Bart.
I didn't lie.
Or unless somebody went first and kept it all positive only.
Yeah. Bart.
What are you talking about?
You miss anything? Everyone.
Joe's not here, Bart. You can keep it real.
Yeah.
I mean, I keep it real with Joe here.
He's not gonna call you out anymore. You know what I mean? We got your back.
I think for me, it's an interesting point in my life that I've never felt before. Because I think in like in your first, like maybe like in their 20s, you're kind of figuring out yourself, right? Early 20s. And then for me, I was pretty fortunate where I met Joe and we like knew what our passion was. So that was like late 20s and we just kind of pushed hard. And it's really about focusing on yourself and what you got going on, because your parents they're older, but they're not in a time where you need to take care of them. And then so you kind of just build this life, right? So you get married, you have a kid, and you're just kind of like, okay, cool, this is the life that I created. The interesting point I have in my life now is my parents are coming back into the picture more and more.
Together.
Well, my mom just kicked my dad out.
Again?
I'll get to that maybe in another off the record.
Yeah.
Oh, that's good.
The story's so good.
So now it's at a point where it's like it's a really weird power struggle, because now it's like they look to me of what they should do. And so now it's like, instead of being able to just kind of focus on the family that I want to create, I'm like, oh, this is the start of the burden era, where like you gotta like,
It's a good name for
you know, when you gotta like, it's like, oh, we gotta bring extra diapers because dad's gonna shit himself when you go to Yosemite. You know, like you gotta start thinking like, where like the young bird has to like take the old bird in, you know. So it's like, I'm just like, oh shit, I don't know if I was ready for this.
You're the fucking slab of cement in between two hard ass bricks now. You gotta keep everything together.
So I'm like, oh fuck, now this is like even more things that I didn't think I had to worry about so soon. But it came like pretty abruptly from like even my dad moving to Vegas and then going, oh, I don't really like it here, moving back here, I want to move in with your mom. And then my mom's like, all right, fine, maybe we could give it a try, we'll be cohabitants, and then now get this motherfucker out of here. Right. Like all of that happened in like fucking 3 months, 6 months. So now I'm like, I thought I just gotta focus on Barbara Brigade and Just Kidding Films. This is a nice life, you know? But then now there's like all this other stuff that I was like, oh shit, this is crazy.
So did you give your dad a pay cut?
I want to.
Diaper cut?
Yeah.